the average child in the United States gets a cell phone at the age of 10. In a December 2018 article on connectusfund.org, a survey on cell phones shows that 1% of the participants never has owned a cell phone. 42% got their first one between the ages of 14 and 17 years old. Without a doubt, digital technology has become an integral element in education. Although there is value brought with those devices, there is also lots of added distraction. The question is this: should students have access to devices, or should cell phones be banned from the classroom? Used in the right manner, cell phones can be beneficial, but I believe the benefits do not outweigh the drawbacks. Let's explore some of the pros and cons of having cell phones in the classroom. Some of the pros include an instant research tool. They have instant access to data available on the internet, providing more information and a verification tool. It keeps students engaged. It also provides a measure of safety. With school shootings at an all-time high, access to communication during emergencies give some children and their parents a sense of security. They have access to video. Videos can enhance the learning experience. Martin Luther King's "I Have a Dream" speech, man's first step on the moon, presidential speeches, all of these can be made more real and easier to understand in the form of instant video. They have a wide range of music. Students have an opportunity to compare and discuss differences in all styles and types of music. Social learning. There's a window of opportunity to share information, thoughts, feelings, ideas. And for a student who struggles in communicating in front of others, they may flourish in a social learning situation made possible by digital devices. Now, let's talk about some of the cons of cell phones in the classroom. Cyberbullying. Having a cell phone in a school environment increases the likelihood of bullying because of the access. Online apps, social media platforms, and other communication tools make it possible for cyberbullying to magnify its effects in ways that never happened before. When bullying post is online, there's a good chance it will stay there forever. Questionable content. While some limits can be put on websites viewed, students may find links that slip through the system. They can also access the internet through unmentioned, unmonitored networks. They cause distractions. With the temptation of social media and texting, students may focus more on socializing than education. It provides a disconnect. Although communicating through digital devices can be beneficial for some, it cuts down on the face-to-face interaction and communication. And it encourages cheating. Search engines make easy to find answers. An article on ConnectUS shows that 1 in 3 use cell phones or devices to cheat. 60% of students know or have seen others using connected devices to cheat on exams or quizzes. And last, it squelches creativity. Students tend not to use their creativity and imagination because they have information more readily available. In the last few years, cell phone usage has increased significantly. Many schools and districts banned cell phones from classrooms for some time. In the past couple of years, lots of bans have been lifted or lightened to reduce the amount of effort and time spent trying to enforce those bans. I believe there are different degrees in the classroom that are affected by the cell phone use. Some classes may be more useful by using cell phones, such as a technology class or even a history or science class where you may be exploring more facts. I also believe that age and maturity play a huge factor. There have to be policies, guidelines, education, monitoring, and consequences for use. According to an article in edscoop.com, an attempt to curb or discontinue use in the classroom, teachers and districts started implementing techniques for students. Some used CD caddies, shoe organizers, and freezer bags. The students had to turn off their phones and place them in these and retrieve them at the end of class. Others required them to turn them off and put them in backpacks or under their desk. One technique, the students received a tech break every hour for 10 minutes. The break seemed to cut down on the distractions and the anxiety of not having their phone. On edscoop.com, a study reference that shows Americans check their phones every 12 minutes. A teacher and her student decided to see if it could be applied to the students in that school. How often they were interrupted by their phones in the classroom. So 6th grade classroom collected phone usage data every time the students received push notifications. 20 students were included in this study. They logged 7,800 notifications, an average of 1 notification per student every 8 minutes. The same study was done in the middle school where I work. 75 students participated in this study. They received a total of over 7,000 notifications in 5 52-minute classes. That's almost 94 notifications per student. 18.8 notifications per class per student, or a notification every 3 minutes per each student. The studies show students not using cell phones in class wrote more notes, recalled more detailed information, and scored 1.5 letter grades higher on their assessments. Whereas the ones with digital devices engage in more off-task behavior, have more concentration and focus issues, and have a higher incidence of physical and mental issues. In conclusion, while there are benefits to having digital devices in the classroom, what is the cost to the integrity of a classroom and the education of our children?